there's this issue of a young man that is causing a little stir in the social media where there's a rumor, we've not confirmed whether that rumor is true or not. However, but this thing he wrote is raising some stir in the social media where I'm going to read it out. His name is Bello Mohammed Musa. According to what he said, if they like, let them relocate the market to Kwang, Gel, or Do. What they are, what what they are afraid of will happen soon. The Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa will forever control and dominate part of business, and even the large warehouses holding large warehouses. Okay, and then he talks about those tribes that will travel as far as 10 kilometers to trade in Plateau. They are capacitated. They will soon occupy all the lands, and each businesses will still run for, and each business will still run for governor in years to come. Take a look at Okurudo course. All the land are owned by them. Gadabu, Feringada, Chobe, and some part of the city center. They will. I don't know. I'm trying to get what he wrote here. Okay, he said. He now said, continue to envy them for nothing. Building material market majority are Igbos, GSM Plaza, Igbos, Round Palm Street, Computer Market, Igbos, Satellite Market, Igbos Terminus, Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba, New Market, Hausa, and Yoruba, and so on and so forth. Now, there's been rumor, okay, that the Josephine Market will be relocated to Marabanjama, and then, I think that's the genesis of this stare, even though the government have not really come out to say, giving a clear-cut statement on that. But the thing, how the social media works, and then everything begins to fly out and everything. So what's your take on the general perspective of what this guy wrote?
Well, I think the person is ignorant of who we are, basically what values we have as Plateau people. The influx of other tribes, Yorubas, Urhobos, Hausas, Igbos into Plateau State dates back to the early 70s, 1970s and 80s. And it's because of the accommodative nature of the people of Plateau State. Now, in all that time, when they come in, they do their businesses, what we have always given them was support. There was never envy. If anything, we've always loved the fact that we had people who were willing to come in here, do business with us, settle, and help us improve our lives and economy. So, on his part, I think he was ignorant of that fact. There is no envy. There is no bad blood between Plateau people or indigenous with the particular ethnic nationalities he mentioned. Another thing is, he's also wrong to have thought that, a market like Terminus will be relocated. By the time you say relocating the market, it means you tell everybody to leave Terminus. That would be a dangerous policy that is going to cripple the economy of Plateau State. Already there are things the government has done that has reduced people's level of productivity and has stopped them from making ends meet because of some of these policies. Doing that, removing people from that market is going to be worse. So I don't think that the government has that intention, and it shouldn't even have the intention. Just to make him understand, if you've observed here on the plateau, it is not about who comes in to do business. We don't have a problem. If anything, we support you. We sell land to people so that they can come, settle, do business, bring in their families, expand. For us, it's a thing of pride that we accommodate every culture across the country on the plateau. So I think it's wrong. It's akin to being a purveyor of fake news, as well as trying to stir trouble where there shouldn't be none. He's practically trying to pitch us against the people we have nothing against. So if you like, you could say the guy is trying to now remind us that we've lost lands, economic empowerment opportunities to outsiders. Whereas we don't even think about it like that, because we do not do the same businesses. our people are not at loggerheads with people who are coming into business, because most of the businesses they do, most of the things that bring them here are not the things our people are really into. So it's a thing of joy for us to see somebody who is coming to do something you're not doing, you know, diversifying your economy and opening, you know, your economy to other players as well. So I think he was wrong. I think he probably misunderstood, and even from the way he wrote, you could see that probably the guy lacks some basic form of education, and so as well as critical thinking skills. Otherwise, he probably would have seen that for us the people, there's no envy. Where we've always had problem was the issue of killing people and taking their lands. That is all. We've not had any issue that somebody is doing business somewhere. No, that's not.
But Simon, so many people want to agree with you by saying that the indigenous people actually don't like doing business, like in code, not maybe doing business, but business that are a kind of productive, or probably let me say
The kind of business those people do.
Those people, yeah, of course, and all that. Would you want to agree with that?
I think if it's true, it might be correct that maybe going by percentage, because obviously you cannot tell me that there's no plateau person that is there's no business. If you go to building material, there are plateau people that own shops there. There are plateau people there that sells goods. There are plateau people that sells building materials too. But going by maybe percentage, you might say okay, going by percentage, outsiders are more than the indigenous people, and we don't have any problem with that. In fact, we want more outsiders to come.
Exactly.
Let them come and do business, because the more they come, the more we are going to be prosperous as a state. Because if you look at big urban cities, even across the world, it was the effort of the outsiders that came in that developed those places. Outsiders came in, they bought land, they built their houses to start business, they expand, they call their brothers, their friends. This place is a thriving location. Come. There are cities that have developed with nothing or little effort from the indigenous people. It's people. Cities develop through migration. Cities develop through settlements. People come to settle. Before you know, the place expand. We have seen areas where they were formerly IDP camps and they became town. So we are not envious of. Let them come. The fact that they are coming means that there is the gold here that they are coming to harvest. So there's no jealousy. There's no. It should. And I would like him to also take his time. Take his time to study cities that have grown, that you can call city now in the 21st century. City that you can call city. The history of those cities, the development history of those cities did not start from the Lucas people, from the indigenous people. It begins from the people that came out from outside. So we want outsiders to come. Let them come and do business, because they are going to thrive. So in talking now, going by indigenous people not going into business, I have said this. I always say it kind of like that plateau people are not known to be a business oriented people. Probably the generation before us, we have not been like business oriented, but we have our own, like, what is it called now, comparative advantage. When it comes to farming, you understand, you cannot, an average plateau man, you cannot put him side by side with an average Igbo man in terms of a business. In terms of business. Okay. And vis-a-vis, you cannot put an average Igbo man beside an average plateau man in terms of agriculture. So there's comparative advantage. So let them do their business, let them do their building material business, and every other thing. And we focus on our. The only problem we have is that we lack empowerment. Like, we lack this empowerment so that our people that are into agri can transform their agricultural skill to agri-business skill. Because it is beyond, the world has gone beyond going to the farm. The world is now, a farmer is now into, there's this concept now that is called agro-business. You farm and market your product. So the marketing side of the product and the business side of agricultural products is where we are lacking behind. So, and this really needs intervention of government to actually help uplift the lives or the occupation of our farmers. So,
All right, but so okay, would you say that he should have written this in a much better way? Looking at some of the statement he made, like Igbo House and Yoruba will continue to dominate.
no, that is an
Isn't
attempt.
it?
He just an attempt to pitch people against each other. Like he just wants to show. He wants to make it looks as if we are having issues. We are not having issues with anybody. We are not having issues. With
And then
anybody.
he's bringing issue of envy.
We are.
There will be
Is
governor,
anybody envying anybody?
there will be this. I mean, all of that.
Yeah,
it shows you
all
the
this.
kind of person he is. The
His
intention,
thoughts, yes,
the
yeah.
intention
So
behind that.
he
right?
already maybe he's part of these people that already have these thoughts. You know, there are some people that already have this thought that even if it is 50 years, that thought will come to pass. Like this Plateau State,
We're going
we
to
will
take
show
it
them
over.
one day non-Gigi will be governor. So he is one of those people, and I'm telling him that we are not afraid. We are not envy. We are not afraid of anything. So let him calm down. Let him educate himself, and let him be of tune with what the Olami Plateau man wants. And let me comment a little on the issue of. In fact, you cannot say the relocation. Relocating Terminus Market is a bad idea. It's not an idea that a thinking rightful government will do. The
It cannot
town,
happen.
the town is growing. Do you see how fast growing Jos is opening? In fact, we need more markets. We need more market. The people from Angodi are going to Terminus Market.
Yeah.
Imagine the
It is-
distance.
Imagine the distance.
From one local government
To another local.
no,
People from Bassa are coming to Terminus Market. If at all there is need for market, we don't need relocation. We need more. We need market that will serve people from Zanwan, Angodi. We need market that will serve people for Kwan Jos East. You don't need to be traveling all the way to
Yeah.
just come and get
Yeah.
basic things.
I remember it used to be one of the best in West Africa.
Yeah, sure.
And the
So,
largest too.
Yeah.
so we need more markets. We don't need relocation. We need more markets.
All right. What we want is actually a better plateau, a prosperous plateau, a peaceful plateau. So I think when we are writing some certain things, we should take sentiment, far away from. We should detach sentiment in our writing and our statement, so that we will build a better united plateau, and God will help us.
Mm.